Charles Barkley was at it again recently, taking more shots at me, this time on a podcast. Charles has been taking shots at me for, I don't know, 20-odd years.
Skip Bayless has responded to recent criticisms from Charles Barkley.
And Skip, to me, these guys are real people. And I don't mind you criticizing guys. Right. It can never be personal.
Right, that's it.
And one thing I hate about the media, you can tell guys they like and dislike. You can tell who he likes. You can tell who he dislikes.
Which was a fair point by Charles, thus.
On TNT's Inside the NBA. But at least this time, for the first time ever, Charles didn't go K-word on me. This time, for the first time ever, he did not say that he would like to kill me, as he so often has.
If I get a disease and I'm gonna die, how about get Skip Bayless in here and I kill him live on national television?
To his credit, this time he did refrain. I greatly appreciate that. That is progress. Thank God for small favors. Thank you, Charles Barkley. I'd also like to thank you, Charles, for so faithfully watching Undisputed. Charles Barkley might just be our biggest fan.
Just a quick side note, clips posted on various socials are available. Articles with embedded tweets are printed. Bayless' self-serving, "we're so popular" commentary is tiring yet unsurprising.
I must admit, I do love Charles on TV. I'm a big fan of Charles Barkley, the commentator on Inside the NBA. But Charles, as you know, has come to the point he can get away with saying just about anything that pops into his head and out of his mouth. That's just Charles being Charles. I envy that. I'm the polar opposite of that.
Well, that's just wrong. Bayless basically called Dak Prescott soft and not a leader because the Cowboys star admitted to suffering from anxiety and depression. He went after coworkers because his feelings were hurt by the likes of Ryan Russillo, formerly of ESPN, now with The Ringer, who would say the problem is when you disagree with Skip, you're not allowed to. Then he gets mad at you about it, so nobody wants to deal with it, which allegedly happened to Doug Gottlieb as well, who went on the record saying that Skip's camp Twitter searches his name on a daily basis and comes down on those who criticize him. He body shamed Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy and basically tried to shut up moderator Jenny Taft on Undisputed. Barkley claims Skip gets too personal with LeBron James. The same can be said when he got too personal with Shannon Sharp and diminished the Hall of Fame tight end's credentials to continue his agenda of praising Tom Brady no matter what. Alas, Bayless would say this.
I can say the smallest thing, the most innocent thing. I can tweet it or say it on Undisputed. Something that is completely in bounds, completely okay. And all of a sudden, one person on Twitter says, "Can you believe Skip Bayless said that?" And then 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 2 million, 3,000, 3 million, 4,000, 4 million. And you know what happens. All of a sudden, once again, I'm being canceled by that internet lynch mob.
You know, it's odd when hearing this. Is Skip Bayless the sports version of Jordan Peterson?
Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who.
Because they both sound like overpaid, whiny biatches.
It's just wrong. That's my life. And I'm happy to live my life.
Few thoughts. Barkley is not above criticism. He has said plenty of stupid stuff in the past, and we have also criticized him for it. Namely, his whole feeling of police reform, which is a myth at this point, and his thoughts on the defund movement that activists were trying to bring to light, and his comments on policing in general to victims' families of police brutality. He's had plenty of eye-rolling comments, okay? Including when he went on the record saying he doesn't watch the games. How is that not above criticism? But for Bayless to say he's being canceled, which in this society does not exist, consequences and rebukes of your words and actions do, is, to borrow his former co-host Stephen A. Smith's word, blasphemous. It is blasphemous. I hate using the word canceled because I know it doesn't exist. But has he been pulled off the air? No. Through all that he has done, has he faced backlash? Sure, we all do for comments that we make. But has his show been canceled? No. Is his show done for? No. Was his 4-year, $32 million deal with Fox Sports 1 rescinded because of his comments? No. If this is cancel culture, man, it must be super beneficial to Bayless and the like if you really think about it. In fact, it might even be the idea of cancel culture that allows Bayless to continue saying outlandish things without offering genuine apologies, wrote Awful Announcing, to which I agree. Bayless has not earned the benefit of the doubt when it comes to some of the controversial things he said. Because of that, the general public might be quick to pile on at every opportunity. Bayless doesn't do himself any favors, though, by attempting to avoid taking any accountability.